The views and opinions expressed by guests and or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything. Anyone or anything. I have to stress that. Woo, how y'all doing? What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Showing up. Showing up. You muted. You muted, sweetheart. Can't nobody hear you.
How y'all doing?
What's going on? There go the number one gal. Hey, Latonia.
She got in here first today. She said, I ain't gonna play with her.
Hey, Latonia.
She said, don't play with her.
She said she ain't playing with it. She ready.
She already confirmed to be the number one contestant for the dating show. So she said she's available. She said she is available.
We're gonna have to get that into motion, man. I keep trying to figure out. I just want to make sure when we do it, everything is legit. Everything is
right.
You know, no
weirdos.
Yeah, no weirdos, no safety issues at all. So we just got to figure that part out.
That's the only part we're trying to figure out, y'all.
Yeah, once we get that, it's gonna be a wrap.
Latonya, I know if we give you the perfect man and we can set you up with a perfect date and y'all end up getting married happily ever after and all that type of stuff. Oh, just getting back from my 5-day cruise to Jamaica.
Okay.
Did you find a what's his name? Yeah.
Kingston.
What's his name?
Kingston.
Yeah. Did you find you a Kingston? Did you find you a Kingston?
It's a new person.
Hey, Lauren 9449. Hey, Lauren 9449.
Welcome to In the Clutch. Please stay for a while. Make sure you subscribe, okay, and hit that bell. All right. Thank you for coming. Hang out now. We're gonna have a good debate.
Hold on. Hey, look, I hope nobody get mad today.
Why?
Y'all gonna make them mad. I
don't want nobody get mad today.
No, but I had so much fun. Okay, well that's what's up. That's what's up.
Good.
What's up?
You bring back
ain't nothing like getting away on that, man. We were just talking about my little birthday gathering yesterday. About our next cruise that we talking about taking in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna plan something for 2026.
Man, look, we 3 minutes in. I know we need to wait a little bit. Let's go on here and hit the intro. Let's go ahead and kick it off because I'm a little I ain't gonna say I'm excited, but I'm ready to get this one. I'm ready to get this one on the road.
All righty.
Let me take you to my world, yeah, baby. Excuse me, miss, don't mean to bother you, but I just couldn't help but to notice your style and your profile, the way that you carry yourself. Unlike any other cutie with a small waist and a big booty, you got that down-earth type of class to give you that inner type beauty. No weave, no fake nails, everything on this gal original. Pretty skin, pretty smile, have a nigga hormone running wild. With a figure to have a grown ass nigga in a state of shock and mesmerize. Just walk by and say hi, there's another nigga, young nigga fantasize. Let me take you to my world. Let me take you to my world.
Let me take you to my world.
Stand up and do that.
Look catchy there. Okay. Here, you see, you starting already.
Yeah, he already.
Well, you the one started. But see, I always want to blame the man. But look what the woman did to make the man react like that.
Well, we definitely gonna get in that today.
Oh yeah, we're finna get into that, brother.
Welcome to Matters of the Heart. I am your host, D. Early. I am joined by my compadres, Showing Up with the Showing Up News.
What's up, y'all?
And the world famous T.
Man,
Will.
don't start that, man. Don't start that. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Latonya, you say you wanted a shirt to represent. Darryl, you need to get Latonya a shirt. Folks want to represent and put their pictures out here, man.
She could have represented in Jamaica.
Hey, man.
Hey, you email away from getting one. Size, what name you want on the back, and I know you represent 901, I'm sure, right? Yeah. Okay. Topic for today. We always hear the phrase, woman's body, woman's choice when it comes to carrying a baby or aborting a baby, that's okay. That's cool. The question arose from a separate podcast that I was watching. Should the man have any say so in he has no choice in whether she has the baby or not, but should he have a choice in the financial responsibility of the baby? So what I want to do is go ahead and start off and go ahead and hit this clip and then we're gonna jump right into it. So
talking about two adults. let's not dance around it.
Okay.
We're talking about me and you. We meet tonight. We go have unprotected sex tonight. It got too good. I didn't pull out. It got too good. You didn't say, did you pull out?
You both knew what you were doing before you did.
So now you're pregnant. Mm-hmm. You're pregnant because I can't get pregnant. I can impregnate you.
You dropped that load in there,
I cannot get pregnant. I can impregnate you. So now you're pregnant. You say, truth, I'm pregnant. I say, bitch, please get rid of this baby.
You're going
right
I'm
now.
going to court.
Let me finish. Please get rid of this baby. I don't like you. I never liked you. The coochie wasn't even good. I never even entertained the thought of liking you. Damn sure don't want to create a life with you. Get rid of it right now. You say, I refuse to do it. It's my body. It's my choice. You go through a 9 month. Let me finish. You go through a 9 months of me telling you, please leave me alone. I blocked you. I changed my number. I blocked you on Instagram. I told your parents, I don't even know why she's doing this. I don't want it. The baby comes. You run down to the white man court demanding child support. Why?
Because for one, if you didn't like me, why you sleep with me?
Because I was horny.
No, that's not.
And I was bored.
Then you need
and you were easy.
That's the man's
you need to
nature,
make better
though.
decisions then.
So what about the woman's decision to put the condom on? Because you didn't even know me. You didn't even know me. It was a one night stand.
Both parties are very much so irresponsible in the moment.
Why should I have to suffer for 18 years because we had a solution? But I offered you a solution. Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
They just give anybody a damn microphone these days. I blame Amazon. For selling these dogged microphones to fools like him.
I mean, I think it's deserving of at least a conversation.
We definitely gonna have a conversation.
This is why I say that. You see how emphatic he was about that. If in that scenario, he was like, he letting you know what type of father he's about to be in that child's life. So I ain't gonna say it's right, I ain't gonna say it's wrong, but I get where he coming from. He don't want to have a child with this woman. And for all the reasons he listed, he I was horny. It wasn't none serious. It wasn't that good. I don't like you. So I'm gonna ask you, as a woman, would you want to carry that man's baby?
No, I would not want to carry that man's baby. If he said all of those things that he just said before he stuck his unprotected penis in me, no, I would not want to have a child with him. But I guarantee he say all that before he laid down and had sex, one night stand with that woman. Guarantee you. And you're gonna have another clip that's gonna prove my point that he didn't say that.
Well, I mean,
and see, that's the whole issue. the back end of the conversation is always, oh, you should have chose better. Oh, you knew what he was. No, they lie. They lie. They mislead to get the cookie.
That go both ways though.
But we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about we talking about what we just saw. Of course, it goes both ways, but you can't say all that what he just said after the fact. You can say it, but it don't make it right. It don't make it make sense. Because my thing is, like he just said, we're two consenting adults, not children, not 13-year-olds. We're two consenting adults. So two consenting adults both know that if I have unprotected sex, I might get pregnant and I might get you pregnant. So you can't turn around and say, I don't want the baby. I don't want to have a baby with you. It wasn't even that good. I was just horny. Come on now. Two grown people?
I mean, that's why I don't drink.
Even that, I can guarantee you he would be sober. He would have been sober. I've heard this.
Really? Terry, what's your take on that?
It just amazed me to just hear Sharita talk, because it's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Her first statement was, first of all, give a shout out to whose clip was that? What was the name of that podcast?
Nothing
Mr. Stupid.
Well, I like to give shouts out when we put.
When we what?
You talking? He the pro? Good. And he needed to freeze.
I'm gonna stay calm. Y'all stay with my brother.
He needed to freeze.
Yeah, it just surprised me. The first thing that comes out of your mouth that you said he put his unprotected penis in you. He put his unprotected penis in you.
Is that not what
y'all put? Well, I think you allowed him to put that unprotected penis in you too. So where is your fault?
That's the given.
And then number two, you got to look at something. Just what you just heard him say and all that stuff that spewed out his mouth, that man been like that. That man ain't just said that after the fact. That man had that same demeanor, that same personality, and the same thing before y'all start having sex and start talking. So for you to sit up there,
you can't say that.
Hey, I can tell that man is cocky. He's arrogant. You can tell that his whole demeanor tells you he's. So when you get the signs like that and you ignore the signs because you want a piece of meat,
that's not what. No. There you go. We gotta stay on topic. Stay on topic.
That's the topic.
You can't talk about. We're not talking about a scenario that he ain't talking about. We can only address what he just said.
No, we addressing what Daryl got the topic. Daryl gave a topic of the show. I'm going by not what he said. I'm related to the topic that Daryl said.
Okay, go on. Because how you gonna talk about not what he said, but we talking about what he said?
Hey, Patricia, how you doing, sweetheart?
That calms that calms the beast right there. Seeing Patricia.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, nephew.
Happy birthday, Xavier. Today his birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday, man. Hey, man, we Tauruses, man. You know how we get down. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, maybe that's why he like you so much.
Yeah, man, we Taurus Bull. We don't take no shit.
Well,
and back to you. Speaking of shit, back to you.
Back to what's coming out your mouth. What's coming out your mouth?
Back. Go ahead, Darren. Cause
I just, we could debate whether the rights and wrongs of it, but I just feel like in that scenario, he don't, and he's saying he told the parents he don't want. I don't know why she doing this. I don't like you. I don't now my only thing is I'm always concerned about the child. So I'm looking at it from the perspective of you know that you finna bring the child into the world. And I ain't gonna say he's fatherless, but he's probably not gonna interact with his father, which is kind of sad to me. But you have men that feel that way, like he said, I hate to say this, he's like, bitch, I don't like you. I don't, I
So
just as a well,
It
why
happens
what?
it happens quite a bit. I mean, it happens all the time.
So if you ain't like her, why you have unprotected sex with her and
Uh,
risk getting her pregnant?
well, I've had I've had mutual intercourse with people I didn't like. So what's your point?
Wait a minute, say that again.
Say that again.
I said I've had mutual intercourse with people I didn't like.
I didn't like.
I mean, didn't like it on the emotional level. I mean, it was
Oh,
more of it was a physical attraction.
yeah, but I
But
mean, it's something.
anything outside physical, what that don't mean I like you because you sexy. I mean, I like you, but I like you for one reason and one reason only. This was back then. Now this ain't got nothing to do with now. But I'm just saying, back
Did
then,
you get them pregnant and not take care of the baby?
no, I didn't. No, I didn't do that.
But
Did I
let's
say
stick to
that?
the subject.
Right.
Stick to the subject. Stick to the subject at hand.
All right.
Well, I mean, the conversation is now it's different when like if you're together and y'all not ready for the baby and this and that. But I'm saying in this scenario where he's adamant that he don't like you, he don't want to be with you, he don't want to have nothing to do with you, and it's still your choice whether you had a baby or not. So the conversation that I'm saying is, can the man get out of that?
No.
Should he get out of it? I'm gonna say no. But I mean, would you? Okay, so knowing how he feels, and I don't even know if it's because he feel about a child. Is it all centered toward the female? So we would have to ask all of those questions. If you had a baby, is he gonna spend time with the baby? Because the child support part, you go to court, you put him on there, he gonna have to pay that anyway. So but he will have some type of rights, visitation or whatever. Would you even want your child to visit a parent that had that type of attitude towards you? Now it might change once the baby get here, but
it don't change.
But going into it is I mean, what? And I'm asking as a man talking to a woman, how would you go into that pregnancy, that birth, that upbringing of that child?
That's a tough one because you can speak from that from different age brackets. I mean, are you talking about 18 to 30, 30 to 50? I mean, I think different eras would have different opinions on that. I think. I would assume that for the most part, the older you are, you would be a little bit more open and mature about the conversation. Not saying that you would want the baby or anything like that, but you would be open to have more mature conversations if you were in your early 20s, 30s or something like that, where you just say, the hell with it. No, I ain't want no baby, that like that. So I just think it depends on the generation, the response you'll get probably.
See, I'm trying to picture myself as a woman, and would I want to go through that, knowing all what the man had just said? Would I want to endure that for the 9 months, and then, like he said, he feel like it's 18 years of torture that he's about to go through? So I would, because he has no choice.
Yeah, but Sharita is a woman. So I guess my first question would be,
oh, am I?
Yeah, you're a woman. But
Your first question would be what?
I guess my first question to be for the woman is, would you keep the baby, number one, because of your spiritual beliefs that you don't believe in terminating a birth? Or would it be, I'm keeping it because I think I'm digging this person, even though they're not digging me, and I want to have it. I mean, I guess I would want to know the origin of the woman of wanting to keep the baby, and the reasoning why. Because based off of like what Darren said, his earlier comments, I mean, why would I want to bring a child to this world with somebody as arrogant, that's possibly not going to be in my child's life, or not be there to help? You're gonna help financially because they're gonna get you with child support, but I mean, just being that father figure and not doing that. So I guess my question would be, what would the woman's motives be to keep the child?
And my question is still going to be just like your question is, why would the woman want to keep the baby with a person who doesn't want a baby with her? Why would the man risk getting her pregnant if he don't want to be with her and don't want to raise a child with her? Now, but to answer the question, why would the woman keep the baby? Several scenarios. I'll pick two since I'm a woman and I've talked to women and I've heard, these scenarios. So we'll go with the scenario of him, that guy we just talked to. Asshole, don't want to have nothing to do with it, probably going to be a horrible father, not be in the life. Why would you still have the baby? Because I want to. Simple as that. Or because I probably don't believe in abortion. Or probably my only chance to have a child. And regardless of whether the child's father, whether he's gonna be in the life or not, I'm gonna have my child and raise my child with my village. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, okay, the question I would ask then would be, okay, the guy don't told you that, and I'm still having the baby, and he said, well, I'm not gonna be there for you. If you put me on child support, you put me on child support. I still don't want to have nothing to do with the baby and all of that. Now, are you gonna still try to get him to be involved in the baby's life as far as, hey, I'm here with the baby 24/7. I don't never get a break. You need to come spend some time with your child. You need to do this, and okay, well.
Now you a whole fool. Now it's women that do that. I've seen women do that.
That's why I'm
yes, women have done that. And that's foolish on their part, because then you run into the issue of he could harm the child. We done seen it. It's all over the news. That young man, that girl had that baby. He didn't want the baby by. He lured her out of that house after she had just had that baby 3-4 days ago and killed her and threw both of them in the doggone in the river out there on Mud Island. And they'll never find the baby. So you run the risk of that happening. But that's a whole nother show. But just running the risk of having a child with somebody who don't want it and trying to make them be in their life, no, you a whole fool. I know no way I would do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but that was why I was asking the question, because the woman thinks when the child is born, things gonna change. And I'm like, nah, if that guy didn't want to have nothing to do with you for them 9 months that you was carrying it, because really, of course, the woman gets attached to the baby during those 9 months because the baby's inside of her. But the man also gets attached to just, touching the stomach and feeling like, is this a life in here and all of this. So if he don't want to be a part of that, then
Well, let's put the men in a good light for a change. Let's not make them the negative. Let's just say that the woman gets pregnant and she's leaning toward not having it, but he really wants to have it. Gonna be in the child's life, more excited than she is, and all that. I mean, should she consider? I know it's her body, her decision. I get it. I ain't saying it either way. But you got the guy on the other hand that's loving, caring, happy that you're pregnant, looking forward to it, even to say, hey, even if you don't want the baby, he doesn't believe in abortions or anything, and said, hey, you just carry the baby for the 9 months. You can sign him over to me. I'll take care of the baby if you don't want it. I mean, so let's change the scenario and see what would you do as the woman if you had that type of man.
Well, I think it's still the same as with the man that don't want it. That how you would say that he has the right to say, hey, I don't want this baby. And he should have the right to say that. The woman should have that right to say, hey, I don't care if you want this baby or not. I don't want it. In the end, the woman is the one who's going to decide whether or not she's going to carry that baby to term. There's nothing really you can do. Now, there have been cases, which I should have researched that, of where I've heard about a woman who, she wanted to terminate. The man didn't want her to terminate. He took her to court and ended up, she had to carry the baby to term. And then he ended up getting the baby. But I mean, that's a lot of money.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question on that. I thought it was the woman's decision. I mean, how can the court tell a woman that they have to carry the baby to term? I mean, what's the circumstances that would make? I don't understand that. I ain't never heard that.
If you just pay attention to what's going on right now, the court can make the decision for a woman because they made the decision right now, telling women that they can't have abortions, banning it in certain cities and states. So it can happen. It has happened. I think what you, because you saying you heard it all your life, it's the woman's right and the woman's decision. It is, but a court can step in and tell you hell no if that man got enough money to take you to court.
But who's to say that you can't purposely try to end your pregnancy? You know what I'm saying?
You can. You
sabotage your pregnancy. I mean, so it's ways around. I mean, so I guess I don't,
Well, it still goes back to the conversation. The man basically doesn't have a choice in that. So we're saying the conversation is, since he doesn't have a choice in whether she carries or aborts, should he have a choice, after the baby is born? That's, it's hard for me to say, no, you did it, so you got to be responsible for it, because now you'll have people they'll be willy-nilly just out here dropping their seeds everywhere if it was no repercussion.
Like they're doing that. Yeah.
Look, we're gonna try to stay on schedule. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Gonna come back from this commercial break. We're gonna play another video, and then after that, we're gonna open up the phone lines, and we're gonna see where we stand at that point right there. T. Will, you want yours?
Hey man, always, man. I love some free promotion.
Here we go.
Are you in need of a trusted notary to legalize your important documents? Look no further than Terry Williams Notary Services. Whether it's affidavits, real estate documents, business agreements, or binding marriage certificates, you sign it, he'll seal it. With a commission in the state of Tennessee, he provides reliable, accurate, and professional notary service. For fast, friendly, and professional service, contact Terry Williams Notary Services today. Call 901-503-0564 or email twilliams7296@gmail.com.
Y'all come see me, man. I'm struggling for business, man. I'm struggling, man. Help a struggling brother out. Come see for all your needs. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just come see me. If you love me,
I told you, first one to come to get married, I'm gonna pay the fee. I'm gonna pay it for him. Terry Williams Notary Service 901-503-0564.
Hey man, he just
T williams7296@gmail.com.
he,
Commissioned in
he,
Tennessee.
he just ready to make some reels off of it. He trying to make a joke out of it.
I'm trying to support you,
But
man.
you still have to do that. No, that ain't just no. You got ulterior motives. You.
No. I'm trying to support my boy.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay.
Okay. We kind of already hit on this. Who is ultimately responsible when it comes to that? The women will say the men, you know, you should know better. If you don't want a child, don't stick it in. That's not realistic. That's just not realistic. And we got
That's not realistic.
So a man just ain't gonna have sex?
No, you can have sex. You can have a vasectomy if you don't want to have children. You can use a condom if you don't want to have children.
What if the condom bursts and you get pregnant? Who responsible then?
Both parties.
Oh, okay. Well, let's check out this short video. Then we'll open it up for some phone conversation if anybody want to call in.
You said, I saw on a post that you made that you feel like once that man released that sperms and put that sperm into that woman, he is no longer in control of it. He rendered his rights from it.
Before conception takes place, as a man, you should make sure everything that I could do to not get this woman pregnant, because I know I'm going to sleep with her. I should have taken every single step possible to make sure that she does not get pregnant, because I am the one who has to impregnate her. She's not coming to me, and you know what I mean?
So like she has no responsibility in this matter.
No. I'm not saying she does not have any responsibility. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if they both decide that they do not want this, so I think the video.
Why didn't you grab the female condom then? Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
And see it's everybody putting the blame on the other gender. It's
exactly.
The man should protect himself. The woman should protect herself. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, if it's a typical relationship, you should have discussed this and talked about it, and both of you should be in agreement with, I do want children. Like if the woman say, I do want children, and the man say, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, baby, I don't want no kids, whether they already got kids or they just don't want the responsibility of kids. And then but it still boils down to, she want kids. So to me, it jumps more to the man to protect himself from not impregnating this woman, because more than likely he's gonna have sex with her. So, but I think most of these scenarios would be one night stand. Somebody you ain't having those type of conversations with somebody. You just pull up to the club and y'all got a physical attraction and y'all like, hey, let's hook up. You ain't talking about no. What's your take on kids?
Right.
Are
you on birth control? Are you on birth control? Done not having a conversation.
Hey, ain't no man falling for that one.
No.
Yeah, they ain't falling for that one no more. We got to make sure. What's up, Michelle? How you doing?
Hey,
You're
Michelle.
late to the game today.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle out there watching the weather.
Both should use protection, and keep in mind there are other ways, that you can ensure that you won't get pregnant either. So
I mean, as a man, if you know, under no circumstances do I want any kids, period, point blank, I don't care who it is, what it is, or whatever, then I'm like Sarita on that one. You should just go ahead and get yourself taken care of, and then that way you ain't got to worry about it. Other than that, you need to just, what they say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. It's 18 years. You already know it's 18 years.
You'll still have some women. I'm pregnant by you, and you got a vasectomy.
Well, now it goes back to the question that I don't understand why it's not mandatory DNA testing at birth before you even sign that birth certificate.
Didn't they change that though? I think they updated that.
Yeah.
Because I ain't saw that.
I want to say recently they changed that stuff.
I think Touche Parkinson had something to do with that bill.
Yeah, I think they do the blood. I think that's something on the front end that they do now.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to check on it. Well, no, it don't bother.
Well, okay, check on it. Okay, check on it then. Okay, you got something out there.
And I just say that because you see so many scenarios where the man been taking care of this child for so many years, and for whatever reason, it comes out, it might have to have some type of surgery, need blood, need something, need a kidney or anything, and you find out you're not a match, and then you find out not only am I not a match, I'm not even related to this person. That's
Absolutely.
terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Right. And let me say, there are cases where it really is that it's not that she tried to trick. We know women tried that. We know women blame men and they know it ain't the daddy, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about women who honestly just really thought that he was the father because she was probably in another relationship 4 weeks. But she probably had sex 4 weeks before.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, don't do
Stop
that.
What?
Stop that. Stop that. You were sounding good. You sounding good at first.
No. If you don't understand anatomy, then you won't understand this conversation. So you can't tell me stop nothing.
No,
you can have sex.
You're correct. I'm not doubting that.
You can have sex with someone Tuesday.
Yeah.
4 weeks Tuesday, you can have unprotected sex again.
What that make you? What that make you?
What?
Answer the question.
I didn't hear you.
You heard me. You hear everything else. I said, if you have sex today and you turn around and you have unprotected sex 3 or 4 weeks from now, what does that make you?
A grown ass mama having sex.
Hey, don't. Hey, audience.
The same way you can go lay your seed. The same way you said that you can have sex with a person that you don't like.
Don't get mad at me, man. Look, you got aggressive on that. You got aggressive on that now.
No. I don't have to get aggressive because I know who I am, honey. And I don't let society or ignorant men try to tell me I'm a whore because I enjoy sex the same way a man does.
Dara, jump in, Dara. I took our own scenario and I just asked the question, Dara. Now she get mad at me, Dara.
I can go screw 3 niggas in one night if I want to, and it don't make me no different of a person of who I am.
So you get pregnant, which nigga you gonna tell? It's the
all
daddy.
All 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell all 3 of them.
I'll just check it.
Until we have a DNA test.
Okay. So it's possible you could go on the Maury show.
I don't need to go on Maury.
Are you gonna need to go somewhere?
No, I need to go to the DNA testing center. That's all I need to do.
So what you go? So what would you do? You have all the dads in one room, tell them all come over there together, and then you just announce who.
How you know we wasn't all together?
Don't get mad. I'm just asking.
When we made it, we probably all 3 was in the same room then. So you think I want to call all 3 of them to the DNA center?
You saw all 3 of y'all together at the same time with sex
in the same room.
Man, you look. That's another show, man. Hey, that's another show. Sarita, you do what?
I just don't understand how men try to shame women because they like sex the same way. Who y'all having sex with if you ain't having sex with a woman?
Sarita, why you getting upset?
You don't think I'm just trying to prove your point.
No, you just I just took your statement. You said Terry, I can have sex with somebody tonight. And he said 3 weeks later, and I just said, what does that make you?
Because
and you jump off the handle. No, that's you. No, that's you said that. I didn't say a hoe. No, you said that.
So what does it make? What does it make? What was your answer then?
Hey, I didn't have an answer.
Yes, the fuck you did. Yes, you did. Don't play stupid. Don't play stupid.
Daryl, hey, you over now? You set up these stuff at the beginning of the show, talking about you gonna moderate and tell us when to speak or not speak, then you gonna get quiet.
No, don't play stupid.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna put no words in your mouth, but the implication was because you a hoe. I know you're a hoe.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I kind of got from it. But I'm gonna say this: you grown, you having sex, you got multiple partners. That's fine. I ain't knocking nobody for what they do. I ain't knocking for their hustle. I ain't knocking for none of that. They like what they like. I'm saying that most women who have menstrual cycles, they keep up with it. So they know. I ain't gonna say you mark it on your calendar, but you know, you kind of know I'm late. I'm a few days late. So, if I was a woman, I'd be thinking about it like, damn, I just had sex with Jody 3 weeks ago, and now I'm gonna lay down unprotected sex with such and such. I wouldn't know that.
She wouldn't know that though. Because she said hers may be today, and then she may have sex with somebody next week.
A woman could be pregnant with twins, and there be two different fathers.
Yeah, I heard that.
It happens.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Okay,
you saw that on the show. You saw that on what's the name of this show? You saw that on Tyler Perry show. Stop it, Sarita. Stop it. That's the only example you ever seen that.
I keep telling you, because you don't comprehend doesn't mean I can't have the conversation. Look, it happens. If you understand anatomy, it happens. Okay.
Yeah, sisters. So there you go, Michelle. Sisters.
That a woman should know. That a woman would know who she's pregnant by if she has sex in close proximity with two different men. No, because if that's the case, why we have Maury? Why would we done have women on Maury that done brought 10 damn men and it wasn't the dad? So you can't say, "Oh, I'm late, so I know it's Charlie." And it ain't.
Okay, so wait a minute now. You said 10 different men.
Y'all to keep talking about Maury. Y'all ain't seen that on Maury.
I only mentioned Maury one time. I just mentioned Maury one time.
Yeah, I don't get into that too much.
So y'all ain't watched Maury where the women.
I watched it and saw where the woman was, jumping up and down. She know who the baby daddy is, and I don't see that. I saw it on some of them judge shows too, where you're not the father. In the other case, you're not the father, and I've seen that. But I mean, and even with that, I mean, I ain't gonna call her a hoe, but I mean, she displaying some hoe-like tendencies. I mean,
why is she the hoe and the man isn't?
You ain't never heard me say that a man who out here sticking his thing in anything, he just.
But why does anybody have to be a hoe? Why can't they just enjoy sex?
That's just. If you gonna enjoy sex, why you wasting Maury's time taking 10 different niggas on the show trying to figure out who your dad is?
Because they want a free flight.
Oh no, it ain't that
wrong reason.
Yeah, wrong reason.
But that's why they go.
Big shout out to PDQ. I think this is my first time seeing him on the show.
What?
Shout out to Cornell Robinson. Now this ain't his first time. He be on here some. I ain't seen him in a while though, but yeah.
Hey y'all, what's going on, fellas? Y'all gotta come on in now and give us y'all opinions on this thing. If you don't know what we talking about, Daryl feeling me.
Michelle, she definitely got that from Sisters, because I watched that episode too. So
I don't even watch Sisters.
Well, that's the only episode I saw where somebody was pregnant with twins. Was pregnant with twins, and there was two different daddies.
I don't have to watch TV to know things.
Oh yeah, I don't watch. Yeah, I ain't watched. I don't watch that either. But I've heard of that scenario, where the woman was pregnant with twins and it was two different dads. I have heard that before. So if you kind of know a little bit about how the woman's body works, it's they could have multiple eggs sometime might happen to not unluckily, but it could happen. That's
Very,
but that
very
is
seldom.
that is unfortunate. Yeah,
That's not seldom.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure it ain't.
It happens more than not.
Okay,
Tom.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Mr. Holmes, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. I'm back.
We was just talking about you. We was wondering
really?
Yeah, we was wondering where you been. We hadn't heard from you in a while.
I've been watching, but I just a couple of times I got a little exuberant, let's say, and I always, like I started out, I don't want to argue, don't want to be yelling and screaming, so I didn't call. But I want to start out by saying I believe, and I may be wrong, but I believe what Sharita is talking about is fraternal twins. And it is true that different fathers can father fraternal twins because it's done with 2 eggs, not one at different times. Identical twins must be the same dad because they have the same DNA. Therefore, and the DNA test that y'all are talking about doing at birth, why don't they do it at conception? And I know I'm going to the other end, but I'm trying to make a point. When how do I say this? When a man and a woman get together and have their little sex and she becomes pregnant, the DNA of that baby is done at that time, at the point of conception. And that's why most of your religious people or Christians feel like it's murder when you have an abortion. Maybe I'm talking white facts. I don't know. To me, it's people facts. It just, but that's why the DNA that you have at conception, it never, people say, well, babies have to grow and they have to start feeling pain and maybe they have to be born before you can, abort it or whatever. That DNA is you. As an example, Daryl will take you for an example because you ain't gonna get mad. I think you understand this. But you start out as you. Your eye color is already made up for you. Your ear size is, everything's done in that DNA. Now, here's the second point, and I hope I make some sense with this. People have one DNA. Sharita has her DNA. Daryl has his. T has his. I have mine. However, when a woman gets pregnant, she has 2 DNAs. And the Christian point of view is, if it ain't your DNA, it ain't your choice. That's a lot where it comes from. And this thing about messing around, first of all, Sharita, I got to disagree with you on one thing. Putting an unprotected penis into a vagina, for him to get her pregnant, she had to be unprotected too. So therefore, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You can't say, well, we're both wrong, so I guess that's okay. And this thing, I have a hard time understanding how people can do something so intimate and not know the first dadgum thing about the person. Nothing.
Oh, that happens, Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry. I was in the military, and trust me, it happens. It happens.
Well, sure, it happens, but that doesn't mean it should. I mean, murder happens, but it doesn't mean it should.
Yeah, but
as long as it happens, we're going to have the problem of, I don't want it. And one more thing, I promise I'll try to quit. There's a big difference, and y'all have said both of them. I'm not jumping on you guys or whatever. There's a big difference between keeping a baby and having a baby. And if she's going to keep the baby, hoping that she gets somebody to love her or gets him to love her, she's not having a baby. She's just keeping it to see what happens. That's not a reason to have a baby. Because that 18 years, I've been there, done that. My wife had one that I didn't even know about until afterwards. Poop happens.
Yeah,
You know,
it
poop
does.
hits the rotary blade. There's a lot of situations out there, you know, and if we would just talk, you know,
Well, yeah,
men, women,
it's
you know, whatever.
It's all about the communication. And we kind of hit on that, you know, if you had that talk beforehand. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Holmes. Not now, but back when I was in the military, you know, that was our stress reliever. So hey, we had to. It wasn't that many females on the base, so we had to go off base and have some fun. So I can see how it happens. I'm not saying it's right.
What service were you in?
United States Marine Corps. Hoorah!
Oh, I was in the Air Force, and we had women all over the place.
Well,
they're called WAPs, women of the Air Force. And that was another thing. Marines were envious of us when we were shipping them to Vietnam and stuff, because our women even ate with us in our mess halls. We called them cafeterias. And Marines thought that was the weirdest thing in the world. But anyway, we'll get together sometime and talk about all that mess.
No problem.
I just wish that the two adults that y'all were talking about would grow up.
Yeah, but I think they're just going through a scenario. But we trying to stay on the schedule, Mr. Holmes. I appreciate you calling. Check back with us next week.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
Appreciate you, man. All right.
Uh-huh.
Now, we talked about, should the man be able to do it? Should the man, who's ultimately responsible for it? Now, I'm gonna show y'all.
Damn, y'all want to talk today, ain't you?
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Caller, I didn't get that name. Who was this?
This is LaTanya. Hi, the earliest showing up, and she will.
Hey, what's going on? This is the LaTanya.
This is the LaTanya. Yes.
Well, you calling from these out of state numbers? I ain't know who you was.
No, I'm Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota.
Okay.
Hey, girl, I turned everything down because showing up gonna tell you. Turn it down. I'll turn it down.
Yeah, turn it down.
Good job.
What you got to say on the subject?
I just I heard Mr. Holmes. Anyway, I just feel like the male and female, we're all responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman, of course, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I don't have any children, as I stated on the comments. I say I'm 53. And I love everyone that have children or a child or whatever. I'm a godmother or all that, but I wanted to be married. So I made a choice. So I took birth control, you know, and condoms sometimes. So I knew that when, you know, things would happen, you know, as women know, showing up will know, and, you know, even men will know. So as a woman, I knew that when I decided to not have a man wear a condom, I knew there was a consequence for me and them. But with me, I just want you guys to know that when I have dealt with men, I prayed on it, and then I'm like, well, do I want, just in case I get pregnant, will this man be in their children's life? Even if you don't like me, who cares? I just wanted them to be just in case I got pregnant, which that's not normal or whatever. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about me. I just wanted to make sure if you didn't like me or we can talk or whatever, just be, if we made a child, just be in that child's life. That's why I have children now. Because I wanted to be married. I was raised in a 2-parent home and all that. And I just feel like I don't want to blame everything on the men, because at the end of the day, a woman, we as women, we have to open our legs up. Yes, and we know that we got to carry that child, that baby for 9 months. So I just feel that we got the more, like we got to just like, we got to do that. It's our responsibility. So I don't know. My thing is that I don't want to down no man, no woman, or anything. And I love y'all. So I'm just saying, like, my thing is this. It's both our responsibility. Like, a man should know their responsibility too, and a woman should too. So I just feel like we both are responsible for what happens in our life, whether it's a one night stand. I don't do that. I have never done that in my life. I'm 63 years old. But at the end of the day, if you did that, who cares? At the end of the day, it is what it is. We have fun. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm dead plenty of them.
Oh yeah, that was common. Yeah, that
it
was
was
common.
commonplace in the military. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't necessarily frowned upon. It's just how it happened.
Yeah, and I get that, and that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, yeah, you want to have fun. I want to have fun. Yeah, everybody want to have fun, but at the end of the day, you got women, then you got men want to blame it on the women. It's not us women's fault. Then you got women want to blame it on men. It's both of our fault. Like, it's both of our fault. But I feel like at the end of the day, a woman, and everyone was birthed by a woman. Your mother is a woman, of course. So that person is carrying that baby for 9 months. That's a lot on a woman. I didn't get that experience, and I wish I did, but that's because I wanted to be married. So I had different. I should be a virgin right now.
I'm glad you stuck to your guns.
I should have been a virgin. Still. But what I'm saying is, I just think that it's both our responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It takes two, a woman and a man, to make a child. And the woman is, they gotta carry that baby, and whatever. And I just feel that with all that said, even if you don't like us as a woman, or who you had semen in us, don't disrespect us, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't did it then. And another thing is this: respect. If you don't like us women, the child has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, look, we in total agreement. We appreciate you calling in. It's good to put a voice with a face and a name. Continue watching the show. We're gonna try to move this thing along a little bit.
All right.
Well, I appreciate you calling.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Latanya.
She made some
y'all. Okay.
All right. She made some good points. She made some good points. And here's what I'm saying. When you noted, like, she knew what she wanted. She knew she didn't want no kids unless she was married. So she made sure she used protection. That's what women and men should be doing. So, absolutely. But we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, because I want to get this one out the way, and then we're gonna come back. We got two quick things, and then we're gonna try to go ahead and close this thing out.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, the right agent can make all the difference. Choosing the right partner means less stress, smarter decisions, and a better outcome. Here are 5 reasons why Tanya is a professional you can trust to guide you through your real estate journey. local expertise you can count on, personalized approach, proven track record of success, cutting-edge marketing strategies, and dedicated support every step of the way. Real estate transactions can be complex, but she is here to guide you through every detail, from the first consultation to the closing table. Tanya can provide clear communication, expert advice, and unwavering support to ensure your success. Ready to take the next step? Let's make that real estate goal a reality. Call her today at 901-870-5337 to schedule a consultation.
And look, we're gonna go back to back on these commercials because I told someone and we hadn't ran their commercial in a while, and they asked me, well, basically, I just need some more candles. So hold on. Simply Magic Candles, the official sponsor of all the In the Clutch podcasts. Owner and CEO Pamela Brown turned her hobby into a business. These homemade, slow-burning candles are sure to freshen up any environment. Simply Magic is a nature-friendly company that provides elegant yet affordable candles. With a variety of fragrances you can enjoy, these candles will not only entice your senses, they will enhance your mood. For more information, they can be reached at info@simplymagiccandles.com, or you can reach Pamela Brown at 901-268-5354.
Oh, I'm gonna have to call Pamela. Let me write that down.
Yeah, look.
8,
She know when I be out of counter, she was like, "You must be short." Yeah, I ain't got about 2 more left, so I need to go on ahead and meet up with you and get. You already know which one I get In the Clutch. She made us our own fragrance. It's made us our own fragrance, so we good on that. Pamela Brown's info@simplymagiccandles.com. Or you can reach her at 901-268-5354.
I'm gonna call you, girl.
Now, okay. Now here's the downside of when you really, this is extreme, when you really don't want the baby. And what they say, parental discretion is advised.
Woo.
First at 5, we are hearing from the man charged with beating his pregnant girlfriend outside an apartment complex in Montgomery County. That man now admitting to the crime, telling NBC 10 he's sorry. Thank you for joining us on NBC 10 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Jacqueline London.
And I'm Johnny Archer. Police say the victim told police that he wanted to end her pregnancy. Raymond Batista was arrested for the attack, and today he was taken to jail after a judge set his bail at $500,000. NBC 10's Deanna Durante was in the courtroom this morning and spoke with Batista.
Raymond, are you sorry?
Yeah.
Despite a courtroom promise from Raymond Batista that the victim in the case is safe, a Montgomery County judge sent the 36-year-old to jail. Batista admitted in court Wednesday he was the one who beat his pregnant girlfriend early Thursday morning. As the video played in court, Batista sat, his head low, eyes closed, as the victim screamed. An ambush, prosecutors say he planned because he didn't want responsibility for the child.
And this is where her justice begins today.
Whew, that is such a coward move, and the thing that's even more shocking to me, I mean, unless when they're saying girlfriend, they just mean an acquaintance or whatever. Because I just can't see you doing that to your girlfriend that you're with, and I mean, well, I don't know.
Ray Rice. I mean, not Ray Rice. What's the man's name?
Ray Rice didn't do nothing.
Ray, the Panther with the Panthers.
Oh, Ray Caruth. Yeah.
Ray Caruth.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, they just. Oh yeah, I think they were still together. I mean, that's just. I mean, come on.
Karen Eugene King. If you ever come to our show this late ever again, ever.
She probably was on, just hadn't come in.
I'm talking to Karen. Okay.
And I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to Karen. I don't care if you the queen of what were you, the queen of Frasier? don't disrespect our show like that and come in here at 8:03 p.m.
At least she can't.
Look, I didn't get the follow up on that, but I mean, as bad as he beat her, it'll be a miracle if she survived it. I hope she did. It's just.
I'm just messing with you, Karen. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, but the crazy thing that came out of his mouth out of that whole video is talking about he gonna get on the news talking about he's sorry. He's sorry. That should be attempted murder to me.
I mean, it is. You see, the bail was $500,000.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What was that at?
Oh shoot, I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But then, you know, he's saying he wanted to get out because he know he was wrong and she's safe now. I mean, I'm just this is the extreme side of it. This is the extreme side of it. I mean, I guess he didn't really, you know, I guess he did not want a baby. He just didn't want a baby.
He shouldn't have stuck his unprotected penis into her unprotected vagina.
Hey, and okay, again, is this the father of your baby?
Yeah, he a straight up coward. I agree.
Yeah,
Karen, what Karen say? Can I make a request at the end of the show? Ooh.
Of course you can, Karen. What you saying, Daryl?
I mean, how extreme? I mean, how bad do you just not want a baby that you're not doing? I mean, you're not doing anything to prevent it from happening, and then you go so far as to ambush this young lady that's supposedly your girlfriend. And I mean, he kicking her, he's stomping her. I mean, that's worse than segue into it. That's worse than what Diddy did to Cassie. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm just saying, I mean, I might have dodged some bullets in my life, but I ain't never wanted to do harm to a female like that. And I especially didn't want to do harm to, my unborn child. It's just, some stuff, it still baffles me. And I don't understand how people can even sleep with themselves after something like that.
Well, I know next week, man, we got to have a real talk show, man. We got to talk about the Diddy trial. We got to talk about the Tyre Nichols trial. It's a lot of stuff going on right now that we need to talk real talk about. So I think next week we need to, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a real talk and we're going to talk about some of this stuff because there's been a lot of interesting things that's took place so far with the Diddy case. I ain't gonna say it's so much surprising with Tyre Nichols, but hopefully at 9 o'clock in the morning we'll get this decision that we all want to hear.
Man,
well, hopefully we all want to hear.
They better come back with the right decision. If they don't, it might look, the city already. It'll be some turmoil if it ain't. He beat her like he was trying to kill her. I think he was trying to kill the baby. I don't know if he was trying to kill her. He was definitely trying to kill the baby, though, Michelle. I don't know.
And that's why I don't understand why.
Oh no!
I still keep going back to if you would go to that extreme, why not just don't get nobody pregnant? I'm understanding why that's not registering.
I mean, that's the $1 million question that nobody can answer.
But it's an easy answer. It's a very easy answer.
Very easy. I have to agree with on that one because
it's a very easy answer.
You spend more aggression and anger when you just could have popped out of it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Now let's okay. We all don't have the pull-out game, I'm sure, but come on, Terry. You know, it's been some times.
It's a lot of
Yeah, but that's in my early years. That's in the very early years.
It's been some times where you thought about it and you still didn't pull out. You was like, man,
we was young and stupid.
You right.
Young and
Right.
Please. It's some 40-year-olds do that.
No.
Jello.
What's up, Jello?
Let me ask you a question. Would you consider having a child at this point in your life?
Why would I?
I just asked you a question. I just said, would you
I answered your question. Why would I?
If this situation were you and just say you got pregnant, would you want to have the baby now? Or what would your answer be?
There is no way I would have a child at age 53.
I just asked you, don't why you getting all angry and stuff?
Why am I angry? Because I'm answering your question.
I'm just asking you a question because that's the topic of the show.
See, that's y'all problem. Y'all think that because Black women express themselves, they're angry. You know this how I talk. I've been talking like this since I've known you. That don't mean I'm angry.
Yeah, but you ain't been this loud this whole show. You only get loud when I ask you certain questions.
It comes across as an angry Black woman, though.
That's
because I'm loud.
Basically.
So that means every Black woman that's loud is angry.
I was just asking you, what would your choice be at this point in life? Would you entertain having a child?
And I answered your question. So, but because I didn't answer it the way you wanted me to, I'm angry. Correct?
No, that's there.
Maybe you're not angry by the question. Maybe you angry by his response.
No, what response?
Because I'm calm. That's what I'm saying.
Because he questioned you when you answered the question. You did answer the question. You said, "Why would I?" So I mean, you technically you did answer the question, and then he
exactly.
So yeah, you weren't upset. Yeah, you didn't get.
I could say that you don't comprehend a damn thing, and you stupid.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get mad about it, and I'll take that. That's what I'm saying. See, I done calm down. So you got to learn how to get you some.
I ain't got to learn how to do nothing but stay Black and die.
Hey, I've learned. I don't argue no more. See, I let you.
It ain't argument. It's the conversation.
Okay. Hey, Janella.
Jello. Hey, look. I don't know about this new tier.
Man,
I don't know about this new tier.
Hey, yes, it's the new tier plus. I partied too hard for my birthday.
He hung over, y'all. Don't tell the truth.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Terry is hung over.
Now that's some personal stuff I told you. Now, why would you tell the audience that?
And I'm telling it because they need to know why you acting like that.
Tell them what you told us.
I ain't said nothing.
Tell it.
I ain't said nothing.
Hey, Mr. 1800.
Mr. 1800. What? Now you feel like Mr. 1799, don't you?
He feel like $5.99.
That's all right. I can't wait till we give our last little shout outs. I'm going straight to bed.
Man, look, my fault. I've been slipping. My bad.
Okay, y'all, there we go. We need you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell over there and hold that little bell down till it says select all. You will be notified for all of the shows on our platform. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. Get 5 people to tell 5 people to tell 5 people. Patricia, thank you. As always, you and nephew keep wearing that shirt. Let them scan that code on the side of your shirt. Keep subscribing. And for those don't know, right below, I guess it's right below Sharita and to the right of me, we have the QR code. You can just take your phone right there. You can scan it and you can like, share, and subscribe from that too. And we like doing all this stuff. So please support us.
Oh, I know we're finna go, but let me read this out loud for Karen. As you know, I'm gonna say we because I live in Fraser. We are all things Fraser. We just want to make all those on the outside looking in and making negative comments about our neighborhood. The enemy is mad. Great things are happening in Fraser. It grieves our heart and all the other Fraser stakeholders and residents such as ourselves. My request, if you are a praying person, pray for our young people and of the city, and a special prayer for the community of Fraser.
We can do that. We can do that, Ms. King, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Anything that's promoting positivity and all that, and we know you love your hood just like we love our city. We may not be happy with our city, but I can say we all love our city. So we're gonna join with you with some prayer for the city of Memphis as well as Fraser.
Yeah, because the whole city needs some prayer. It's stuff happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that about the two people at
Infinity Nightclub.
Infinity Nightclub, sports. They call it the sports barbers. Ain't no sports going on at no 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we'll make sure we send out prayers to the city. We need some help.
We do. Where our mayor at? What he doing?
He's saying he fed up. So hey,
don't get me. We gonna save his ass for real talk next week.
Yeah, I just
we'll use him in between the Diddy and the.
I mean, they do what they can do. Somebody else had Michelle put. Yeah, here you go, right here. Make sure we get some more information on that one because that was awful right there, and I understand how that man feel. He maybe shouldn't have took his.
He definitely took the eye for eye too. Eye for eye.
I'ma say it right now.
I don't agree, but I understand. I put it like that. Don't agree, but I totally understand.
Was it the officer that killed his son? Is just a random? See, that's
it was a random off.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah,
it was a random off.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't care because it was a random person that killed his son, and he couldn't get to him, and I ain't gonna say because I have police officers in my family, so I wouldn't dare say it's open season on cops and sheriffs and all of that, but something has to happen for these people to stop killing us. Now they want to say the man pointed a gun at him. They said the video don't show that. So you don't know what you would do in that situation. Mm-hmm. So
let's say that for next week. That's real talk. Huh. Hey, we about love and relationships today. So we
whatever. We talking about it.
We gonna
don't you ever cut me off again.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
I apologize. Hey, and more power to Captain Ibrahim Traore. Doing big things in Burkina Faso. Over in Africa.
They need him over him.
I hope they don't kill that man. I hope they don't kill.
They gonna try.
Yeah, they gonna try. I hope they don't. But anyway,
we gotta do that show.
Yeah, we gotta do that one. I'm trying to gather some more information because I want to make sure I'm putting the right thing out there when I put it out. Because you getting our black generals saying one thing that seemed totally opposite of what is actually going on over there, and I'm still up in arms about how they did Gaddafi in Libya too. So, and that was our boy, President Obama, that had something to do with this. So, but anyway. Enough of that. We had a great show. We appreciate everybody. First time listeners. I knew Kevin Gray, Peter Q. Who else was a first time? I don't know. It was another one, wasn't it? But anyway, great show. Look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Like I said, next year, we're gonna talk about the Diddy trial, the Tyreek Nichols verdict. What came of that, and we'll
Sean up. Can I ask you for a little input on I saw it today, and it's got to be real because it was through TMZ on Showing Up News next week. Can you find out what's going on with the former first lady? Is she divorcing Barack or what?
Hell no.
Yeah, where you
Okay.
get?
Hey, look on TMZ. Just look on TMZ. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why would you? Okay, no is the answer. I can tell you the answer now. She's already addressed that. No.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
She just ain't playing that political game with
Right.
trying to be cool with Trump when she said she don't play that. She said,
Right.
I ain't finna fake it. I don't want to be around him. So yeah.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about her relationship with Barack.
No,
But
that's where it
from-
stemmed from. That they were saying, why wasn't she there? And that's where it stemmed from. And she clarified that she ain't no. How
Okay.
y'all get that out of that? She said, I don't fool with him, and I'm not gonna play them games with him. So nah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, the first lady. Oh, she got a podcast too. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Podcast, man. You better go watch her podcast.
He too busy watching Scold him and all of that.
Right.
His boy ain't
Listen
on.
to
His boy ain't on no more, so he don't know what to do.
True.
Rest his soul.
Right. I miss
Yeah.
I miss my mind. I miss Daddy's Matthews, man.
I still got it saved. I can't even delete it. I mean, I think I'm finna get ready to start going back to even his early show. Just start watching them all over again. Like start from the beginning. Yeah.
There was one more question or request I think I saw from Latonia. She want a 2-hour show.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
We can do 2 hours.
We can give you an hour today. We give you an hour next week.
Putting out good product. She won't know.
If we get the right topic and we get the right people in here, and if the conversation lasts 2 hours, we'll take it 2 hours. But our game plan is between an hour and an hour and a half, because we don't want to bore nobody. But yeah, I mean,
we'll have a special. We're gonna do a special night.
If it run 2 hours, it run 2 hours. But yeah, we'll do that for you now, Miss. Look, she got a new name now, Miss Minnesota. Miss Minnesota. But anyway, great show. Appreciate you guys. And I guess we're out of here.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to y'all later. Happy Tuesday.
Be safe, Memphis.